Townsel here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about how I got fat and or gained weight, whichever way you want to look at it. This is me fat. This is me fat for my competition weight to be a powerlifter. This is I gained some weight. You can see it. It's all around my middle and some right in here. And I know that some people may be saying, well, that's not really fat, but it is, because I've had a change in body composition and that I've lost muscle strength and gained fat. So even though the scales didn't change that much, what I'm able to do with my body as far as metabolism and as far as the lifting of the weights has definitely changed. So let me tell you how that happened, why it happened, and what I'm going to do about it. Why does it matter? The numbers on the scale do mean something more than the way that I look. Of course, I want to look better. I don't want all that what I call fat around my waist. But here are my American records, and those around me are blank because they haven't been set yet. They have to be a certain number. There's no way I can compete with the woman underneath me. If I gained weight, I would have to compete in that weight class, and I'm just not able to do that. Here are my records for the state, and the top one is the 114 weight class. The bottom one is the 123 weight class. My deadlift for 114 weight class should be 198. I just don't have it corrected yet. But if I go up in American records, I'm going to have to move a whole lot more weight, and I don't really want to do that. Additionally, the change in weight and body composition makes a big difference in the way that I looked. Here I was when I was only about a pound over. That's what I looked like the day before I went to compete in the 114 weight class, and this is what I looked like fairly soon after that. There's not all that hanging around my middle. Just gaining 3 pounds makes me look thicker around the middle and the hips like this, and it hasn't made me any stronger because it's not muscle, it's just fat. You can see it showing up there like quite easily. I'm only 5'2", and when I gain weight, the weight is going to go somewhere. If it's muscle, it's going to make me look more shapely. If it's fat, it's just going to make me look round. So how did it happen? I write my weight down every morning when I get up and weigh. Before I eat anything, I write my weight down, and I wanted to keep up with it after the competition in October just to see what would happen if I didn't do any powerlifting but maintain my eating. And in October, my average weight was 108.25, but you've got to add 5 pounds to that because my scales weigh 5 pounds light. In November, I was average weight 106.9, December 107.9, so I was up a pound, and then in January it was up to 108.7. So I wasn't too upset with that because that was through the holiday eating. I was able to maintain everything. However, once February arrived, things changed. So the main thing that happened was I didn't do any powerlifting for several months after October, from actually October until now, until June. I just didn't do any heavy moves. I was trying to let my body heal, so I did what I call maintenance moves. I did yoga, and I was letting my shoulder heal up, and some other little minor tweaks and things. So not doing heavy powerlifting moves made a big difference on my keeping my muscle and my metabolism. I did need the time off, I do believe that, so the months of taking off from powerlifting did help that it helped me to gain weight as well. Another change was I usually have a blizzard or frozen yogurt about once a month, and I was sticking to that pretty well in January, and then I thought, well, what's going to happen if it's twice a month? I had the nutritional stuff down for the blizzard. Butterfinger Blizzard is about 1,000 calories with 21 grams of protein. I made it fit into my dietary plan, and then all that was fine. And then in probably April or May, I started just getting one a week. So that kind of blew my nutritional plan out, and they came out with that Guardians of the Galaxy, which was so good. I also had a lot of social events this first part of 2016, and I just carved up. I kind of was experimenting to see what I could and couldn't do. My mom bought me these for Easter. I was experimenting to see what I could and couldn't do, and how quickly I would gain weight, if I would gain weight or whatever. And Sonic's Butterfinger Bliss milkshakes are not as good as Dairy Queen's Butterfingers, so I did some testing on that. So I had a lot of ice cream, a lot of treats, a lot of sweets. Then another thing that happened to me in April and May was, this was my office. I taught online classes all of April and May, so my activity level was low. Instead of running around a classroom and going up and down the stairs at work, I was on this mat, typing away, teaching online classes. So my calorie expenditure went way down. Also in April and May, we had many work-related events. Yes, I work for a university that our mascot is a gamecock, and we actually do say "Go Cox," as you can see on this old whiskey barrel that's in one of our fine facilities. We just had great food events, and when there's good food and when their good food is free, I'm going to have it, and I had a lot of it. So that contributed to my weight gain in April and May as well. The last thing that contributes is I drank a little bit more than I normally do. I've been trying to drink like maybe only 3 to 4 drinks a month, and we had more social events that included alcohol, and I just partook of those a little bit more in May, which caused me to gain a little bit more weight, because alcohol is empty calories, people. Here are my medical numbers from earlier in 2017, and my weight was recorded at 117 there. My numbers were fine. I've been on a high protein, high animal diet. I was thinking maybe my cholesterol levels would be a little bit off, but they were very good for 2 years in a row. I weighed myself this morning. It's June 14, 2017 at the gym. I also weighed 117 there in my clothes as well. So the numbers are the same, but you can't just go by the numbers on the scale. This is what I looked like in October of 2016. I think the day before my competition. This is how I looked now in June. I can see a change in the muscle tone. I can see more roundness, more fat sitting on the under the skin. That's quite a bit of difference to me. So what am I going to do about all this? One, I'm going to get some balance back in my class. My teaching schedule is going to level out a little bit for the remainder of the year. I'll be back to the gym, training 3 times a week at least. Limit the blizzards and the alcohol. I don't have any upcoming social events until the holiday season this fall, so I should be able to get back on track fairly easily. So I want to regain my strength, my competition for my weightlifting, look better, and compete in October. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see if my plan does work, if I'm able to get back into shape, and if I do indeed compete again in October. Until next time, take care. Please do all that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, share if appropriate, leave your comments below, and look for my next video. Thank you so much for watching.